Hey Aquarius, this is Hangin with Aquarius, end of 2019, end of October to the end of the year, end of December, and I have a secret that I want to share with you. I do. I have a secret that I'm going to share with you and nobody else. Nobody knows. Nobody in my family. None of my friends, nobody I work with, no one. This is it right here. My channel, Street Level Spirituality. This is my secret channel. I don't tell anyone about it. I don't want anyone to know what I'm doing. I don't want anyone judging me. This is the one area, one place I can be myself. And it's been a good journey. So I like to do astrology. I like to do tarot. I like to keep it casual. I like to do long format. I like to talk shit. I like to be myself. Sometimes I'm tired. Sometimes I don't feel great. Sometimes I'm happy. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I'm just going through shit. So if that's your style, then hang out with me. And I can't talk to you because I'm recording a video, but you can always leave a comment and I can respond to it. It's kind of like we're hanging out, right? I don't know, maybe you're like me. Maybe you spend a lot of time by yourself. Can you tell I spend a lot of time by myself? Anyway, I have a Pisces full moon. I've had two psychics tell me the last couple of years I should use tarot, and I have for years, but just get back into it and use it as a divination tool for my psychic abilities. It's been a hard part of me to accept. I've realized that I'm extremely intuitive and empathetic and empathic, and I have to really design my life in a way that honors that, and this is the beginning of that process for me. So if you could hang in there and support me along the way, that'd be awesome. So I wanted to open this reading with a secret, because I felt like there's a lot coming up for you guys. The sign right before you has some major stuff happening right now, and has for a while. And in so many years, you're going to have Pluto coming through your sign. So this is kind of the time for you to start revealing your secrets, to get honest about who you are, who you really are, and what's really going on in your life. And even if that means losing something, losing certain friendships, relationships, jobs, things you get things from by acting a certain way, it's time to start sorting through that, because it's not going to last in so many years. And if you want to make the transition smooth as you come into that time period in the next, gosh, I don't even know when it goes in, but I'm assuming something like 3 years from now or something like that, you're going to have a ramp up into that, and there's just going to be a lot going on. So I thought I would start the process by sharing some things with you that make me uncomfortable and my journey of finding that. I used to do these videos, astrology videos and tarot videos, a couple years or a year ago, and I had a little bit of a different format. I kind of dress up, kind of hip hop. I do music and have kind of some interesting personas I play with and stuff like that. And and I did a real high quality production and all that stuff. And I just got to a point where I was just like, I don't really know what I am, but I know what I'm not, and I got tired of it. And so now I do this on my crappy camera. I don't do anything fancy to make it fancy. I don't shave if I don't need to. If I'm tired, if I feel like shit, I just, just being myself. This is my opportunity to be myself. I wrap up work. I'll do some things, and then at night before I go to bed, I'll do some videos, and it's just a chance for me to be myself. So part of that, this is hard for me, so I'm going to share something about myself. And it's so goofy when I think about it. It's like, these are little things that don't make sense, but So, I'm feeling self-conscious because I'm not shaved. I'm feeling self-conscious because, like I feel like I have a gut. I'm feeling self-conscious because I'm getting older. I'm feeling self-conscious because I have a Cancer ascendant, and so Pluto's been in my house of relationships, and it's really been challenging me in a lot of ways. And I have Saturn opposing Cancer also right now, so issues with my father and structure and authority are coming up, and these are all things that are going to come up in your sign in the next so many years. So just to be aware of, I'm your future vision of getting broken down. But I want to kind of share some messages from the future to you to maybe help your journey as this happens for you in the future smoother. Part of this is because the culmination of a lot of this energy is coming through Capricorn in January, and then you're going to have Saturn at least give you a little kiss on the way out. So you'll start getting little glimmers of energy like this over the next so many months. But the big one with Pluto, a big number of years still in the future. But I've always done music. It's been an expression for myself. I used to DJ, and I used to hang out with a crowd that was kind of more image-oriented. And I got a lot out of my image. I got a lot out of the way I acted. I got a lot out of... It wasn't that I was being super inauthentic by any means. It's just I was dabbling in areas that weren't necessarily who I was, or tolerating stuff that didn't align with my values completely and things of that sort, in exchange for friendship, relationships, things of that sort. And, it took Pluto kind of annihilating me and just kind of in a game of mercy to get to a point where I could just surrender and be myself, and be vulnerable. And, it's really hard when you feel like, you're going to compromise getting something, getting love, getting accolades, acknowledgement, whatever it might be, so that's been my journey. And, so if there's anything that you have to review, or anything you can review within your personality and areas where you kind of maybe sculpt persona that gets you get more out of having maybe it's a sweet tone of voice, or overly complimenting someone, or trying to fit into a circle, or some things of that sort. It's a great time to just start looking at that, and saying, okay, well, where can I be more authentic with myself, for my own peace, for my own harmony inside myself. So anyway, I've been on my own a lot for the last so many years, and it's been hard. I've been, real lonely at times, but there's also been a lot of really powerful growth, in learning to take care of myself and honor that feminine part of who I am. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of set the stage. This was a feeling I was getting because your stuff's going to be ramping up for you guys a little bit, and as we're coming to the end of the decade, I feel like it's a great time period for you guys to kind of start opening up to that. So here's one of my secrets. Look at this. Late night snack. Now, I don't know about you, but I haven't had English muffin in a long time. And if you haven't, don't forget about them. Dude, this cost me $1.50 or something for a bag of English muffins. A little butter, a little strawberry jelly, a little bit of whipped cream. Dude, it's ridiculous. It's the best dessert treat. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm emotional eating. I don't know. Don't judge me. Anyway, just being myself. That's who I am. Encouraging everyone to do it, because I didn't for years and it sucked. It really sucked. And knowing your limitations, acknowledging that maybe you just don't like someone, or acknowledging that you think someone sucks, and just not bothering, A little tension tamer tea. She's nice and relaxed. I work today. It's kind of late. What time is it? 11:30 at night. A little sleepy. So astrologically speaking, we're in Mercury retrograde here at the beginning of November. It goes till November 20th. Around November 20th, there's some really harmonious energy moving around. I think it's between like Jupiter and Uranus or something. I don't know what it is, but anyway, so things should be, Mercury retrograde is a time of review. It's not a time to start things. It's not a time to start sign contracts. You can have issues with your computer. You can have issues with your cars, transportation, communication. I've already had an issue with my computer. I just had to reinstall Windows on my Windows boot drive. It scared me. I'm a Mac guy, so I don't even know how to do that stuff, but it worked out. Had phone issues last week, ramping up to it. Had to get a screen replaced. Had to send my phone in for repair for a week. Just don't assume anything. Triple check everything. And also, Mercury retrograde is a good time for things that have been neglected or not addressed to be addressed. So you can see stuff coming up that you don't want to address, and you're like, hey, I don't want to talk about that. I don't do that. That kind of stuff. I apologize. I'm a little sleepy right now. But welcome to my living room. I live in a little house. Chilling. I got this aquarium screensaver so the audio might come out of my computer. If it does, it sounds like a running toilet. It's not a running toilet. Like I said, and then once, and early November 5th, there's a Pluto-Mars square, tough energy. Just so, like, if you start feeling yourself getting heated about anything, like you're just getting triggered, it's a spider web, it's a trap, don't buy into it. Take your time, relax, don't respond immediately to any tense emails, that kind of crap. Between Thanksgiving and Christmas is a pretty smooth time. We have a solar eclipse on December 26th. Solar eclipses are endings and beginnings. It's beautifully aspected. So it should be a very harmonious and beautiful thing for you. In December, your personal life should be somewhat not clear or somewhat complicated, but work life should be really nice and smooth. So focus on your work. There's a lot of opportunity in the work environment. You guys are always thinking about the group energy, and with the new year, the holidays coming, there's a lot of beauty, opportunity to connect with other people. But as we come into January 2020, we have that Pluto-Saturn conjunction I was talking about. And there's going to be a lot of big shifting there. Government, old structures, upheavals, big secrets coming out with government, facing... see, this is like one shade over from you. Whenever there's something happening in the sign right next to you, it's never like quite the most harmonious energy. It's like every other sign kind of like jives together, or every fourth sign, mathematically speaking. So... I just get this feeling with you guys right now, like you're like the low key sign in the zodiac towards the end of the year. You get to kind of hide out, and nobody even notices you're missing, kind of vibe, So it's like you don't have to. You can kind of just do your thing, and be somewhat low key. You don't have anything really blasting you right now. All the relationships with the planets are really based off the sign before you in Capricorn, and. Just intense activity over there, like really intense, like people dying, like if not, literally, then symbolically, I mean, it's rarely literally, but it's just that kind of intensity, Pluto, total transformation, Saturn, structure, authority, dad, like I was freaking out. So, and Capricorn's just been getting blasted for a while. So, anyway, you're just kind of like, what's everyone freaking out about, dude? I'm just over here chilling. And since you do pick up on the collective energy, be mindful, because if some of this crap comes out and you're highly psychic Aquarius, you could just be feeling all sorts of wacky. Something's going to go down, like business, or I'm sorry, not business, government, or old structures, or things of that sort in January. And hopefully not aspected by this Uranus and Taurus, which is earth changes. Earthquakes, fires, tidal waves, tornadoes, market crashes. That's going to be over there for a number of years still too, so who knows. Keep some water in your house. Don't fear monger. Like, live in California, there's like 27,000 people freaking the fuck out about wildfires. Like really traumatized, and I fully respect it, but Jesus Christ, man, like, people are freaking out, dude. It's like, I don't know. I ain't judging it. Anyway, so you're like the low-key sign of the zodiac. You're like, whatever. So why don't you tell me how that feels in the comments? Tell me what you're going through. I think you might have one of the smoother rides out of anyone in the zodiac right now, because Aries is getting blasted with Mars and Pluto square right now. We've got Taurus getting blasted by Uranus, which is the planet of sudden change. Cancer has oppositions with Capricorn and Pluto and Saturn right now. It's almost just as bad for Cancers as it is for Capricorns. I skipped Gemini. I don't know, man. You tell me. I can't read myself a Gemini to save my life, but they are fun to be around, aren't they? Then Leo, kind of similar energy as where you're at, but they're in this really reaping period right now, getting a lot. Virgos are, I don't know, tripping out. Virgos are being reborn. I'm telling you all this because you're Aquarius. You care about the group consciousness. You need to kind of see where everyone's at, right? So, Virgo's being reborn. The message with Virgo is nobody told me, but now I know. Libra is... God, now I'm mixing up Libra and Sagittarius. But one of them was taking off a mask. There's the aquarium. It sounds like a running toilet, right? You need to listen to it for a second? Can you hear it? Somebody left the toilet running. I don't know, maybe you can't hear it. I thought you could, but anyway, I'm going to turn it off. I was going to play some music, but I don't know how sensitive the copywriting is with YouTube. Anyway, I would like to know, there's certain signs that are more foreign to me, because just because my own planets myself, I'm very familiar with certain aspects and stuff. And for some reason, I'm surrounded by a lot of Aquarius right now. The key people in my life either have Aquarius ascendants or are Aquariuses. And so I'm really learning the energy, and it's really beautiful. It's just like, I don't know. I'm just getting it. It's just very beautiful. It's very like taking care of everyone. Everything, like it's always looking out for the group kind of energy, but also just very nurturing, very, very nurturing, and that's something I'm really learning to appreciate about the Aquarius energy. This level of nurturing that I'm experiencing. It's really cool. So we're hanging out, right? You don't mind if I eat mine? What's your favorite midnight snack? Why don't you tell me in the comments? I like to have fun. I play video games. I'm really serious. Like, really serious. I like to have really a lot of fun, too, and be silly. I like that balance. My computer just went off. Where is? Oh, my computer's been freezing. My video has been freezing for like a few minutes at a time. It hasn't done it this video, which is cool. So, let's get into your tarot cards. Right? It's a general reading. So, just look into you might see some themes, something like that. What connects with you, what doesn't. It could be something that's going on inside of you emotionally. It could be something literally outside of you. So, just look at the symbology and see what connects, what you connect with, what you don't. This is for the people who watch the video. And it's a general vibe. Let's break this bow in 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's take it back together. And why bam. Okay. It's influencing. Ooh, this is interesting. Something to do with giving. Wanting to give. Having something to give. Let's look in the spiritual realms and let's look in the earth realms. Let's look in your recent past. Oh, we got coming up. Okie dokie. Your attitude about it. Your environment, your hopes and fears, and the outcome. Okay, this is good. So, already it's good in the sense that the outcome is going to be a new opportunity that's very practical. The beginning of something new that's very practical. But it's just the beginning, you know, that once we go through this process here towards the end of the year, that you'll be left with a new beginning, which is good. Now let's just see what's going on here. Aquarius. You've got our nature of our reading here. So you've got the King of Wands in reverse. What's influencing it is the 6 of Pentacles, which is about charity and giving. So in reverse, let's see here. So that's kind of a fiery. Let's see. Let's just try to tune into here. Let's see, from the spiritual realms, you got the 3 of Cups in reverse. It's not time to celebrate yet. There's something coming still. In the material realms, your subconscious is about creating foundation, but you're looking for the last piece to pull it together. But it looks like this piece was already brought to you. So what I'm seeing here is that something's not been completed. There's something that's incomplete. And it has to do with a giving nature. This is interesting. I'm not sure if somebody's not giving to you or if that's something that is your own personal aspiration. Something's not complete because somebody's not giving something. Somebody's not providing something. And because of it, we can't have this celebration because there's a piece missing. And it's only one. It's like one last piece. There's something that's not complete. And I'm wondering if this is a romantic thing for a lot of people, or primarily, but it is a relationship base that is someone's not giving something. This is interesting. Okay, let me look at your attitude about it. Oh, you're over something. You're over something. Something's changed in your home environment. You're over a relationship. You're overweighing something out. You're over it. Wow. This is really interesting. This is one of the more interesting readings I've seen for this cycle. No, your immediate environment is, I'm overweighing this out. I'm not going to weigh it out anymore. I'm not going to think about it anymore. You think it's not going to happen. You think the structure is not going to come. Okay, so if you want whatever it is that you're looking to create foundation for, I'm curious if this is a relationship. Let's do some clarification here. There's a lot of energy here. Somebody's not for some people it's somebody's not putting in their part, right? So just symbolically speaking, it's like, say everyone's like renting a cabin for the winter, like someone's not paying their part, right? That's the symbology of it, you know. So you have all these other people who've contributed, but somebody's not putting in their piece. Now this could also be symbolic of something that maybe has been created and then something's slowing down and somebody's reluctant to complete it, right? Sometimes it can be our fear of success. Sometimes it can be because we realize that what we thought we wanted, we really don't, you know. And as you start coming to the completion of something, you start seeing the true colors come on, people kind of abandoning things. Now, what I'm trying to rectify here is this Devil card, because that's why I'm thinking there's somebody's attached to the situation and someone else is pulling out. Now, this can be literally like a relationship, a romantic relationship, where you guys have kind of like started to build something. Maybe you're just about to move in and somebody doesn't want to move in. Maybe somebody was saying the whole time, like, I love you, like, it's this way, it's this way, it's this way, and all of a sudden they get cold feet, and you're like, well, what about all the stuff we talked about, or what was happening, or like, blah, 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 blah. So there's something going on there, but there's